Hello, happy Friday. Welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream, the progression playthrough where we're playing through every single quest as if it was coming out today with a limited card pool with only the cards that were available at that time. Today we are taking on the finale in the Arid Mithram cycle, which is the Fate of Wilderland. This is the last cycle, or the last, I'm sorry, scenario in the cycle, which means that if we do beat it today, we get to open up the Mountain of Fire. What's up, Jared? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. So, the Mountain of Fire is the last saga expansion, which is like kind of wild to say. There's so much content when we started this journey, what, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? And we're closing out one of the arcs, which is the saga expansion. So that's kind of wild. Well, I guess not. We're not necessarily closing it out. We still have 3 quests to do it, but then we'll be on. Uh, when we opened this pack, the Fate of Wilderland, we got Radagast. Radagast is one of our new heroes who is a 11 cost 2/2/3/4, and we can use resources from his resource pool to pay for any creature allies. Then after you play a creature card, he does not need to exhaust a quest for the round. So we went ahead, and I love creatures, and so I decided let's just kind of rock and roll with Radagast. And so we kind of already built our hero lineup at the end of last stream. So we're gonna go with Radagast, Thurnadir, who is a +1 willpower for each side quest in the victory display, because this is a pretty good quest for side quest, because we're not actually ever placing progress on the main. And then as a setup, we can search our deck for a side quest and add it to our hand, shuffle our deck. And then we are going to combo that off with the 9 cost tactics hero Hirdagon, who is a 2/2/1/4. And then after he quests successfully, we can play a tactics ally from our hand, reducing the cost by 1 to a minimum of 1. Then you may raise your threat by 1 to grant that ally +1 attack and +1 defense until the end of the round. Now, what's really cool about this is that we're going to be comboing Radagast and, I guess, our deck build kind of around Eagles. And Eagles want to be entering and leaving play. And so if we can get them in for a little bit cheaper, boom, we're good. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. You can also combo it with Radagast's staff, which is an attachment that attaches to Radagast, and we have a couple of options with this one. We can exhaust it to reduce the next creature ally we play this phase by 2. That could combo off with Hiragon. And so if we are in the quest phase, we can exhaust Radagast staff. I guess before we quest would probably need to be the action window and to trigger for the response window, so that we could actually get a really inexpensive ally out there. We've got Gwahir's Debt, where play only if you control a unique character with the Astari trait and another unique character with the Eagle trait. And then we can search the top 5 cards for an Eagle or an Astari ally and put it into play. Shuffle your deck. At the end of the round, if that ally is still in play, return it to your hand. What takes precedence? Does Gandalf's or Sauron's ability, or not ability, but like their requirement to discard at the end of the round, what takes precedence? Do I put it back to my hand, or do I discard it first? We got the Messenger Raven. We cannot attack, defend, or have attachments, but he does only cost 1, and as a refresh action, we can return him to his owner's hand and name a card type. Choose a player to look at the top card of their deck that is of the name type. We can add it to our owner's hand. If not, we have to discard it. But what's really cool here is we can spend 1 resource from Radagast's pool to put the Messenger Raven in, and then Radagast does not need to exhaust a quest. Which is pretty cool. I get to pick, since they're both passive triggering at the same time. Cool. I'm going to pick to pull them back to my hand. And then to kind of lean into the side quest, we've got Thalion here, which is Caleb. You can see the resemblance of Caleb, one of the designers of the game, where while there's at least 1 side quest in the victory display, we get to ready him at the beginning of the combat phase, and while there's at least 3 side quests in the victory display, he loses the ally and gains the hero and gates the resource icon of every side quest in the victory display. So that's kind of the route that we are going. I'm excited to try it out. Let's get to building. Cool. So, grab this. I think we probably want to go with just straight up 3 copies of the staff. It feels so good. And then we're just going to grab a ton of allies, or a ton of creature allies. Just anything that has a creature tag, we're going to grab. It may not be the optimal way to build this deck, but I do want to play with all of the creatures. And so getting that staff out early, being able to reduce the cost of each one that I do play by 1 feels very solid. So, or I'm sorry, by 2. I never actually even read the other things that you can do with this. You can ready a creature ally. Remember, you get to pick one of these. Or you can return a non-unique creature enemy engaged with you to the staging area. So a couple of different options. I'm sure that the other options, other than reducing the cost to play them, makes a lot of sense. But playing allies is fun. Playing creatures is fun. We got that. We've got, I think, we might as well run 2 copies of Thalion. I believe just having 2 copies of him, being able to get that consistency to put him onto the table. Once we get that side quest in the victory display, which should be very, very quickly because we get it with the setup, I think that we've got there. Once you have the big Eagles of the Misty Mountains on the table, the ready an ally option. Oh yeah, because they get +1/+1 anytime an eagle leaves play. You like tuck it under them, right? Oh yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that's yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Nice. Yeah, let's grab one more copy of Thalion. Boom. Okay. Anything here that we need? I'm gonna move this up just a little bit so everyone can see it. We got the Wizard's Pipe. We can exhaust the Wizard's Pipe to exchange a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. This works really well with the Messenger Raven, wherever that went, because you have to name the top card. And so Wizard's Pipe, let's grab 3 of them, and that probably will be one of the first things that we look to cut, just in case we do run over that 30. We're running a Biosphere, which, let's be honest, I'm gonna end up with 90 cards. Who are the heroes? Hey, friendly robot. We've got Radagast, Thurnadir, and Hiragon. So we're running like a creatures focusing on eagles type strategy. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Wizard's Pipe. There we go. And then I think our staff is just Gandalf's staff, right? Yeah, it's literally called Gandalf's staff. There you go. Nice. Alrighty. Anything else that we need here? Let's go ahead and grab a gather information and the storm comes. Because we're running Biosphere, we're cutting ourselves out of access to an entire sphere of side quest. So we probably just want to grab as many of them as possible. Radagast seems cool. I haven't played him yet. I'm really excited for Radagast. I'm so pumped. While we are here in the G's, let's go ahead and just grab Mr. Gandalf himself. I'm gonna grab. Yeah, I think we're just gonna grab the core set Gandalfs because we have an effective extra. Or we're not running sneak attack, but because we have the effective version of sneak attack, getting the when entering plays feels really good. We also are not running spirits, so we don't have access to a lot of the threat mitigation that we normally would, and so just running the Gandalfs I think is pretty crucial there. Gather information. After the stage is defeated, each player may search their deck for 1 card and add it to their hand. And we shuffle our deck. And we've got The Storm Comes. Storm Comes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to not. Ooh. Already a creature ally. So I was like, we could Sword Thane. The Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Well, Eagles of the Misty Mountains isn't unique. We could Sword Thane somebody else. It may be interesting to look at. But then we cannot ready them with the staff because they lose that ally card type, and so the staff says ready a creature ally. The storm comes. While this quest in the victory display, the first ally played by each player each round does not require a resource match. So that's pretty cool. We actually may not need that. I'm gonna put it in there mainly because it is a boost for Thurnadir's questing power, but we may not need it. So, alrighty, let's look for creatures. We don't have any creatures in basic. We went ahead and grabbed. We could grab Treebeard. We could go int. No, that's too crazy. That'd be way too crazy. But let's go ahead and just grab our. I'm so pumped. We got Delay the Enemy, which is an assault, which we may not actually want. Or battle. I'm sorry. We can discard a non-unique enemy engaged with us, but we do have to quest on it with battle, which isn't horrible. We're definitely gonna grab Keep Watch. Let's just get that. And once we have Eagles pumped up, I think we'll be fine with Delay the Enemy. You can use the Eagles shuffled into the encounter deck. Not sure you've used it. I haven't, but I just saw it and it reminded me of it. I love it. Has Radagast been reprinted? Yes, because it's in the Arid Mithram cycle. I believe that Arid Mithram was reprinted. Someone yell at me if I'm incorrect on that, but I'm like pretty sure that yes, Arid Mithram was reprinted. What was I looking for? Delay. I actually don't even know if I've ever used Delay the Enemy. Feels like if you have enough attack, you don't need to play Delay the Enemy. Right? I don't know. Oh, Darian's Ruins. I'm gonna find. I really like Darian's Ruins. This is the get up and game card to me, because I know that he really likes Darian's Ruins. Apparently, I just don't have another copy of it. It's stuck somewhere. I just didn't grab all of them. I'm gonna grab the Defenders also. There it is. Just like going through all the cards, and I'm just like, ooh, that looks fun. Ooh, that looks fun, and that's how you end up with a deck of 90 cards. Alrighty, let's grab our last side quest over here in green, or not necessarily our last side quest, but the last ones that we have access to without doing anything weird. We got Scout Ahead. Delay the Enemy gets rid of an enemy from each player before combat, so it can prevent 4 attacks. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a pretty quick Darren's Ruins, or like late in the game if we need questing power, which I don't think we need. We'll probably just cut it. But that is important to note that it is every enemy, which does make it slightly better. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a horizontal card. That's what I'm looking for. Horizontal green card. I actually don't know if I've ever played this card. Scout Ahead. In this stage, is defeated first player. No, I've played Scout Ahead. I just didn't find the one that's sleeved. Okay. And explore secret ways. Oh, I cut right to it. Haha. I didn't all right, and not I don't frequently like grab the entire packet. But Explore Secret Ways, I like cut right to it. Good luck. Got to get back to work. Alrighty, enjoy. See you around. Alrighty. So there's that. Let's go ahead and grab our. So we got Thalion, we've got Wizard's Pipe, we've got. Let's grab the Messenger Raven and let's just start looking for our creature allies. I think Messenger Raven may be the only one that we have in purple. Creature. Oh, we do have Build a Pony. Yeah. He's a free ally, but he doesn't do anything. He would be a lot better if we had hobbits, which Radagast and hobbits would be kind of fun. That'd be an interesting deck. Well, let's just grab the Messenger Raven here. And if somehow we come and we have less than 50 cards, we'll come back and grab a copy of Bill. How about that? So there's the second. We need one more. And that is all of the creatures that we have in purple. We may not need to run 3 copies of the Messenger Raven, but here we are. Alright, let's look at green. We'll come back to green, absolutely, because it is a Biosphere deck, but I do want to just make sure that we grab all the creatures, just to be aware of that. Most of the creatures are in red. Got Ints. No creature. We do have the Loyal Hound. We can discard the Loyal Hound to cancel up to 2 points of damage just dealt to a hero that we control. It's also a 2 attack, which is pretty decent. Yeah, let's grab 2 copies of Loyal Hound. I like seeing the 2 cost ally here. Makes it really easy to trigger Radagast Staff. Just put it into play for free. We're gonna come back to a lot of this. See if there. I don't. Oh, there are creatures. There's the horses. I did not think about the horse. The horse eye in blue. Rare marks can exhaust and discard to place up to 2 progress on any location. Okay. Wild Stallion cannot have attachments. We can attach Wild Stallion to an ally we control. Counts as a mount attachment with the text. Restricted, limit 1 per ally. They get +1, +1, +1, and +1 hit point. Let's go with that. That seems fun. I can the Eagles have attachments, or is it only they can't have restricted attachments? Because I don't think we can drop this on an Eagle, but we're gonna have other allies. We may end up cutting like some of these out, but if we can drop this on like Thurnadir, that seems really decent because we get to ready him and utilize like the additional stats. That's fun. Wild Stallion's cool. I really like it when ally or like cards, new cards like Radagast, like bring new like old cards to the table. Especially ones that like I haven't played with before, right? Like these are unsleeved, meaning that I've never played with these cards, and so it's like now we have like a reason too. That's all the blue stuff we have. All right, let's go find our eagles. Eagle. All right, creatures. Starting with, we also have the Bjorns, which I believe are creatures. Bjorn warrior, but I think the big bear is a creature. Yep, giant bear. Big bear is better. So Big Bear, we can ready the giant bear. At the end of the phase in which you trigger this effect, we can shuffle the giant bear back into your deck. Use a 5/0/4/3/4. I like it. Let's see where we're at once we have the creatures in here. Okay. I'm so pumped. I love eagles. So we have Melindor. cannot have restricted attachments, so Melindor cannot ride our Wild Stallion, unfortunately. After Melindor enters or leaves play, place 2 progress on a location. Let's grab 2 copies of Melindor. I think my initial kind of thought and rule of thumb is if it's a unique ally, I'm probably going to grab 2. If it's a non-unique, I may grab 3. Got Gua here. After he enters play, search your discard pile for an eagle ally and put it into play under your control. At the end of the round, if that ally is still in play, add it to your hand. Grab 2 copies of Gua here. And we do have a little bit of hand fixing with Darien's Ruins. So draw 2 cards, discard a card. And so if we do have like a Gua here out or a unique ally out, we can use the Darien's Ruins to kind of draw into what we do need. 5 cost ally. Well, that's expensive. We'll pull the giant bears out just for fun. Okay. So many cards. I love it. There's Gua here. We're gonna have a lot of cards. Eagles of the Misty Mountains. So they get they cannot have restricted attachments, and they get +1/+1 for each face down attachment it has. And then after another eagle character leaves play, you may attach that card face down to Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Hey Matt, don't forget about Eagle event cards. Oh, I won't. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. We're gonna run with a 100-card deck apparently. I love it. That was Eagles of the Misty Mountains. 4 cost. Man, creatures are expensive. Which may be why I don't play them as much. Okay, we got Eagle of the North. We're going to try and pull those out because I do want to play with them. This deck is going to trigger me a rewatch of Scrubs. Alrighty, I missed it somehow. No, it was like one of the first cards. Weird. Alrighty. We got Winged Guardian. After an attack in which Winged Guardian defends resolves, pay 1 tactics resource or discard Winged Guardian from play. It's always tough. Like, I don't know why that's just so tough. Let's grab 2 of them. Especially when, like, you look right at Defender of Ramus, right? Like, I guess this is Sentinel. But this is just way better. We're going to go with the Winged Guardian because of theme, but I wish it was better. And you don't have to defend with the Winged Guardian, so there is that, but it just makes me sad. They're all the way in the they're the very last cards in my W pile. Vassal of the Windlord. I guess also Winged Guardian is a really cheap way to boost up Eagle of the Misty Mountain. You don't pay the resource, you just let them peace out, and then you beef up Eagles. That makes a lot of sense. We got Vassal of the Windlord. After an attachment which Vassal of the Windlord attacks resolve, discard it to discard from it from play. Oh, so you just have to discard it from play. It's a 1 cost, but it's another way to boost up our Eagles of the Misty Mountains. I think we're going to go with 2 of those, though, instead of the promised 3. Getting last cards in the deck. Descendant of Thronador. After it enters or leaves play, deal 2 damage to an enemy in the staging area. Four cost. What am I doing? There we go. We got Landrovale, Sentinel. And then after a hero card is destroyed, return it to its owner's hand to put that hero back into play with 1 damage token on it, limit once per game. Let's only go 1 copy of Landrovale. Not as high impact as I really want him to be. Maybe a little bit better in multiplayer. Also just very expensive. Decent attack stat. Okay, so those are our creatures. We did pull out the bear just so that we have it, but let's count up and see what the damage is so far. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot. Panic. But this is going to give us an idea of how many or what the events are. Ooh, this is always fun. 43 cards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 41. Dang it. So close. That would have been fun. That would have been really cool. Okay, so we have 9 card slots. I think let's just pull out our. There's my 43. I thought these were already in there. We may actually not run Darian's Ruins. Let's look at our Eagle events. So we have Melindor's Flight. We can choose an Eagle ally, return that Eagle to their hand. We have the Eagles Are Coming. Search the top 5 cards for any number of Eagle cards and add them to your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. We have Born Aloft, which just has a pretty picture of an eagle on it, but does not actually do anything with eagles, but it does synergize because you're going to be popping it back to your hand. Eagle of the North cannot have restricted attachments, and this goes into the encounter deck. As an action, we can return an eagle ally to your hand return an eagle ally to your hand. Shuffle a set aside Eagle of the North into the encounter deck. Cool. Let's grab 2 of those. So Flight of the Eagles. You get the double benefit of pulling the eagle out of play and getting the potential of flipping an eagle, the Eagle of the North. Now I just hope you don't flip it as a boost card. Don't think I've used this. There they are. No other Eagle synergy here in our 0 cost cards. Or there may be synergy. No other Eagle callouts, I would say. Gondor Sylvan. Dwarf Rohan Mount. Okay. The attached hero attacks and destroys an enemy. Deal 1 damage to another enemy that shares a trait with the enemy just destroyed. Okay. Okay, so we do have, I think we're just going to go 3 copies of this. Here's that. We do have Radagast ready to go. And then once we have eagles out, they do have to be a unique eagle though. So it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. I don't think we have. We may. Oh, after an ally is destroyed, exhaust one equal character to move that ally from the discard pile to its owner's hand. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I got 2 copies of that. Now we're probably not using this for like our eagles when they get destroyed, but I think like the loyal hound or things like that to pop it back to our hand to play again, so Radagast doesn't need to discard or doesn't need to exhaust a quest feels pretty decent. Um, to Yeri. And we have the vassals and the winged guardians, which we don't necessarily want to trigger every single round because we just can't. And so those are easy to exhaust targets. We have any more eagle stuff? Ah, support of the eagles. Attached to a tactics hero. Exhaust support of the eagles. Choose an eagle ally until the end of the phase. The attached hero adds that ally's attack or defense to its own. Insane. Especially the vassal of the Windlord. Yeah, that's absurd. Let's 1000% do that. Okay, so support of the eagles. Let's grab 2 of those. One for consistency, Hiragon. Well, Hiragon's gonna be exhausted. Hiragon doesn't care about it because I probably am gonna be questing with him fairly frequently. The other option would be to throw this onto Thalion and then just go grab a tactics side scheme to start us out. Let's grab 2 of it. We'll cut it if we need to. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 cost red. That's cool. Support of the Eagles is really cool. I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to work out with this hero makeup, but I think it's going to be something that'll be fun to play around with later. We haven't even looked at the side quest synergy stuff yet, which I don't know if we need too much of it, but it would be nice to have some. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go back to our green cards, which we have so many green resources. Yeah, it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. After you engage an enemy, exhaust a ranger to discard Sylvan. Ints. Ranger Scout. Looking for things that synergize with our like this. The Legacy Blade. Attached hero gets +1 attack for each side quest in the victory display. That may be just piling onto something that we already have in spades. I don't know if we need more attack. We're gonna have so much. Which we may need. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it out and just set it over here kind of with like the potential other ads. But I'm not gonna hold my breath to get it in there. Woodman's Clearing is some threat fixing. We're gonna start at 28, which is not horrible. We have Gandalfs. We have Gandalf, and we have a lot of instances of Gandalfs if we play our cards right, so we'll be fine. Okay. And exhaust an Astari character, search your deck for 1 card and add it to your hand. That's word of command. That could be kind of interesting. I don't know if there's a specific thing that I need. Potentially like a Radagast staff if I don't get it in my mulligan, but I think we're sitting at like a 78% chance to see it in that opening hand and mulligan. Plus we have gather information. I don't know if we need word of command. If we don't get Radagast staff, the thing that we're grabbing is gather information to grab Radagast staff. So I don't see I think Word of Command would be one of the first things I would cut out of this deck, and we're already running heavy. So let's not do that. Elfstone is kind of interesting. I think we have enough ways uh to accelerate our resources into our allies, so we may not need that. Draws 2 cards, heals up to 5 damage. Attached to a quest card in play. The long defeat is interesting. 5 damage from among characters that we control. Maybe one of these. I'm gonna put this over here again. But since we're running a lot of those side quests, we can attach it to the side quest, and then we're ideally consistently clearing those out, and so we can probably save that to heal. Peace and Thought is insane. I haven't played with Peace and Thought. It's the exhaust 2 heroes to draw 5 cards. That just seems kind of wild. Okay. Asphalith Ambush. Poison Spikes. I feel like Poison Spikes actually could be pretty interesting because a lot of the acceleration in this quest is we're trying not to progress, and the number of enemies in the staging area is how quickly we will progress. So like a Poison Stakes could take somebody out pretty quickly. um I didn't see old Toby. I need to think about old Toby. Draw a card for each pipe you control, heal 1 damage from each hero with a pipe attachment. That would have been really good in my previous pipe deck. Okay, maybe there's not a ton of synergy that I was looking for. Okay, so what does this put us at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is 10 right there. That's 50. I think we run it. I think we just kind of run with it, see what happens, and and modify if needed, which is typically how I how I deck build anyways. The only option would be to add in like some Darian's Ruins or a long defeat. I think we could potentially cut out a Wizard's Pipe because we have 3 Wizard's Pipe for a long defeat. Let's do that. Um, and then yeah, then we'll rock and roll. Sick. We got Darian's Ruins out here just as a thing. These are all the cards that didn't make the cut. We'll see if I actually need to get better at deck building. I don't know why those were not in the shuffled. Okay. So we got Urdung's Assault. So setup, we're going to add the Goblin's Assault and the Hero's Defense. The Goblin's Assault, the Hero's Defense, and Urdag to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck and discard piles from the top, and discard cards from the top until X enemies are discarded, where X is the number of players in the game. Add those enemies to the staging area. Panic. Twitch just told me I wasn't online anymore. Okay. So, oh, they're right here. So we got the hero's defense. While there are X or more resources on the hero's defense, Urdag is considered to be engaged with each player. X is 5 times the number of players, so 5. After an enemy is destroyed, we're going to place a progress here. We've also got the Goblin's Assault. Urdag gets +2 defense for each other enemy in play and cannot be dealt damage unless he has resolved an attack this phase. I think that's such a cool way to like balance this. So like you can't snipe him with Gandalf unless he's already been attacked. Or unless he's already attacked. After the player's quest unsuccessfully, we're going to place a progress here for each player in the game. So that's a total of 2. And we have Urdug, which is immune to player card effects, cannot leave the staging area. So we cannot Gandalf snipe him anyways. When he attacks, we discard the top card of the encounter deck, and he gets +X, where X is the discarded printed threat. So he starts at a 3, plus Shadow, plus whatever threat we unveil. And he is a 2 threat enemy. On stage 1B, forced at the end of the round, we're going to place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault for each enemy in the staging area. Then if there are X or more progress on the Goblin's Assault, we advance, where X is equal to 2 plus 2 per player. So a total of 4 for us. We will discard cards until we get an enemy after we resolve mulligans, because we do this first. We start with a 28 starting threat. Oh, I'm so pumped. And we are going to just kind of mulligan pretty hard for a staff. I think a raven would be pretty cool. Wizard's Pipe would be sick. Thalion would be really fun to see. I want it all. I think another interesting kind of idea would be to use, or if we're able to grab a Loyal Hound, dropping the Loyal Hound onto the table and just questing all out with our heroes, so we don't have to worry too much about damage being dealt. That being said, if we play Loyal Hound, Radagast does not need to exhaust a quest, so we could keep him, and Radagast is really robust. There may actually be... Is Wizard's Pipe restricted? I don't think it is. So we have a restricted with the staff, but then I think we have one more restricted slot, and it could be kind of interesting to throw like a armor on Radagast to make him our primary defender, because he's robust. He's a 3 defense 4 health. He's going to survive a hit. Cool. We got 6 cards. We got 2, 4, 6. The Eagles are coming. We got the Wizard's Pipe. We got the Messenger Raven, the Loyal Hound, Radagast Staff, Winged Guardian, and Gather Information. Yep. That's what we want. Sick. All right, we're going to keep that. Part of setup, we get to search our deck for a side quest and add it to our hand. Delay the Enemy could actually be... It's not worth it. I think Delay the Enemy is not what we want to go. Storm comes. First player played by each. Doesn't require a resource match. Explore secret ways. Each location in the staging area with the same title as the active location does not contribute threat. I think we go Keep Watch. Keep Watch gives us all +1 attack, and we kind of kill with that. Scout Ahead could also be really nice. I think, yeah. Let's go with Keep Watch. Also, we don't have a... We can use Haragon's ability to play Keep Watch. All right. That's that. We get to draw a card, which is Vassal of the Windlord, which is a really good battle quester, now that I think about it, because you only discard him after... Yeah, that's really interesting. You only discard him after he makes an attack, but he has that 3 attack stat, so you can battle quest with him all day. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and also Keep Watch makes a lot of sense to go before the other side quest that is Battle, Delay the Enemy, because then you have +1 attack and you're just questing for like an insane amount. Cool. Let's figure out our starting play. I think we can get a kind of... Okay. So there's a couple of options that we can go with here, and I think the right option... I want to get the staff onto the table. The staff can get the Guardian or the Hound onto the table for free to get like a maximum amount of cost reduction from those. Or we could go with like Messenger Raven. If we go with Messenger Raven, we can also use Radagast to pay for the Wizard's Pipe. Or we can go like use these two, use Radagast to pay for the Raven. And then we go Gather Information out there, and we quest on Gather Information. I don't know if Gather Information... What are we grabbing with Gather Information? Maybe the other. No, Thalion. We're grabbing Thalion with gather information. I'm okay with that. I think Keep Watch is gonna be nice, but let's just clear out gather information, and call it a day. Do we want Wizard's Pipe or the Raven? I think I want. Honestly, I think I kind of want Wizard's Pipe because the Messenger Raven and Wizard's Pipe work well together, and we're already playing a ally. So since we're already playing an ally or creature ally, we don't have to exhaust a quest. So yeah, let's do that. Let's use these two to play Radagast Staff. Then we can choose to exhaust Radagast Staff to choose one, reduce the cost of the next creature ally you play this phase by 2. So we're going to exhaust here and play the Loyal Hound. We can discard Loyal Hound to cancel up to 2 points of damage just dealt to a hero. Since we just played a creature card, we do not have to exhaust him to quest this round. We're going to put Gather Information out onto the table. And then we are going to spend 1. Yeah, we'll spend 1 to play. I don't actually know what does Wizard's Pipe do for us right now. I don't know if Wizard's Pipe does anything for us right now. I'm going to spend 1 to play Vassal of the Windlord from Radagast. Because Wizards. Oh, no, we're gonna play the Raven. We'll play Wizard's Pipe next round, so we can trigger the Raven easily. Cool. Well, that felt good. Oh, and we needed to discard until we get an enemy. Part of setup. Alrighty, that's mean. So we got Urdug's Elite. After he engages, you either exhaust the character you control or place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. He is a 3/5. Okay. Nice. We will probably. Let's just. Oh, after you quest successfully. Oh, to a minimum of 1. So never mind. Cool. After you quest successfully, are we good? Okay, we're gonna quest on gather information. We're showing 4. Let's go 2, 4. We don't have to exhaust, so that's 6. We need to exhaust a character. Let's go 7. We'll exhaust the Loyal Hound when he engages, and then we'll defend with Radagast. So we're questing for 7, showing 4. I'm going to flip into a Slopes of Gunnabad. When revealed, either place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault or reveal an additional encounter card. We're going to go ahead and place 1 on the Goblin's Assault. Okay. We will travel here. Oh, we quested for 7, so we actually do place 1 here. No, I don't think we are going to travel. I think I want to clear gather information faster. We will engage the Elite. We will exhaust the Loyal Hound based off of his forced ability. We will defend with Radagast 3/3. Shadow effect gets +1. If it destroys a character, place 1 progress. It does not destroy a character, but we will take 1 damage on Radagast. Okay. The end of the round, we have to place 1 progress here. We progress at 4. And then we could call our shot with Messenger Raven. See what we get. I feel like we have a lot of allies. We're going to return the Raven to our hand. We don't need to do that right now. I don't think there's a reason to take that risk, especially because we won't be able to play it again. So let's go ahead and just stand up. Increase our threat to 29. We have some issues. We're going to draw. Hey, it was a creature. Look at that. Okay. Pass out money. And Radagast Staff feels really good now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't have to play Keep Watch. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and exhaust Radagast staff. We'll spend one. No, we'll spend one from Radagast to play Melanor to put 2 progress here. So after Melanor enters or leaves play, place 2 progress on a location. That satisfies the creature requirement here, so we do not need to exhaust. We will spend 1 to play Wizard's Pipe. And if we quest successfully, we will drop a Winged Guardian into play. We will not use Winged Guardian to defend, I don't think. I think we're still going to use Radagast to defend. Cool. Nice. Alrighty. Let's count up our questing. We got 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. So we are showing 2, 4. We're questing on gather information, questing for 10. We're going to flip into a pack of wargs. Ooh. This engages us at 40. It's a 4-4-3-5. Force. The pack of wargs is dealt a shadow card with no effect. It makes an additional attack. Do not deal it a shadow card. As a shadow, we return the attacking enemy. Alrighty. So that's so we only place 2 progress. No! Alrighty. We'll place 2 progress here. Tough. And we're going to progress. Oh, no. Because I can't take the wargs right now. We did quest successfully, so we're going to go ahead and spend this to play a Winged Guardian. Do we raise our threat to increase the defense there and then defend with Pack of Wargs? But no, because Pack of Wargs could make an additional attack and that could kill us. I think we just have to progress on the Goblin's Assault, unfortunately. Yikes. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and travel here. It's the same if we travel or if we don't. It's 2 progress or 2 threat, so. And we're not going to engage the wargs. We need to engage the wargs at some point, but we're not. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to defend with Radagast against this 3. Exhaust the character you control. That's fine. We don't have anything to attack back with. Let's go ahead and use Wizard's Pipe to swap Keep Watch with a support of the Eagles. We could Messenger Raven here if we wanted. Might as well. So we're going to pull Messenger Raven back to our hand. We're going to name side quest, discard. If it is the same, we get to draw it. Okay. To increase our threat to 30, we're going to progress now. Oh, we're getting more enemies. Oh gosh, this is not good. Team, this is really bad actually. I don't have early damage. I think I need Descendant maybe to help with that early damage. Or just be aware that early damage is what we need. So when revealed, shuffle the encounter discard pile and discard until X enemies are discarded, where X is the number of players in the game. We're gonna get another enemy. Okay, it's another Erdung's Elite. Alrighty. 2A. After an enemy attacks, place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Okay, so we can leave them up there now. So that's fine. At the end of the round, if there's X or more progress on the Goblin's Assault, advance where X is 8. So if we don't engage these guys, we're actually kind of fine. Because we're not adding progress on the Goblin's Assault equal to the number of enemies now. Just when they attack. So it's not great, but it's not horrible. Stand up. We could take this attack undefended because we have the Loyal Hound. Oh, we got another staff. Good. Pass out money. And oh, these are ready as well. And we're off. Okay. We ready a creature ally. Ah, best viewers, let's go. All right, so we could ready a creature ally if we wanted to. I think we'll spend one here. To play the Messenger Raven. I think we're going to go ahead and just use our staff to put a Vassal of the Windlord into play. We're going to save up for Support of the Eagles, but I need to get rid of some of these guys. Yeah. That's bad. Because we're going to go up to 6 immediately. So we have to take one of them out, minimum. We're in trouble, team. We're in a lot of trouble, actually. What does this last stage do? We get another enemy. At the end of the round, we place for each enemy in play. Yeah, we're probably losing this. Which I feel like we had a fairly decent start. We're not going to Radagast Staff. We're actually just going to use this money to play Vassal of the Windlord. We can use Radagast Staff to ready a creature later to get us that attack. Because it takes 7 damage to kill these things. That's kind of crazy. We're showing 8. Ugh, jeez. Maybe this deck is not where this deck may not even be close to where it needs to be. My phone's going crazy. I don't know why. That being said, I don't know what it needs. I mean, a Gandalf would have been really nice. We could have done that. We'll see. I mean, like, it's not over yet, right? So we're showing 4. Let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4, 6. I think also being able to clear a gather information turn 1, or any side quest turn 1 to get him to 3 feels really good. 6, 8, 9, 10, and we're only showing 8. Now flip, doomed 1. Each player must choose either raise or threat by 1 for each ally, or reveal an additional encounter card. We are going to raise our threat for each ally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So that places 2 here, which clears that. Okay. We got 2 enemies that are both going to attack. So that puts 2 progress here, which is not good. The first one, we will defend with the Winged Guardian. It's going to be 3, nothing. We have to discard Winged Guardian from play. And the second one, we're just going to take it. It's going to be 3, no shadow effect. We're going to throw the 3 damage on Thurnidir. We're going to use Radagast Staff to ready up the Loyal Hound. We got 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. We have to discard here from play. That's the only way that I can get close to not just outright losing the game. We will Wizard's Pipe here. Side quest. We'll take it as we return the Raven to our hand. Okay. Hey Nelson, between the hero expansion from Dream Chaser and Arid Mithram, which one do you recommend? I no, I don't know. I have a very limited understanding, or my memory is very tough of remembering what cards came in which expansion. They all kind of run together for me. Um, Trying to think of the heroes that we just got now. Radagast is pretty fun. I'm enjoying Radagast right now. Dream Chaser seems good. I remember a lot of like Noldor stuff from Dream Chaser, and I really like the Noldor stuff. Arid Mithram is Arid Mithram is a lot of Dale, so it's a lot of ally attachments, a lot of that kind of stuff. Whereas I think so out of the two, I think I prefer Dream Chaser, the Noldor type archetype. All right, let's stand up. Increase our threat to 37. Give me a Gandalf, please. So Winged Guardian. I think we're running out of steam very quickly. Put some money out. Yeah, of course. I guess we'll go ahead and throw the Storm Comes out there. Spend 1 to play Messenger Raven. I think if we quest successfully, we're dropping a Winged Guardian out there, and then we're discarding the Winged Guardian. I mean, like, our entire engine is broken right now because we don't have an Eagle of the Misty Mountain. That was a really decent start too. That's what scares me. Actually, let's Wizard's Pipe here. We're gonna swap Support of the Eagles with a Melanor. Okay. We could staff into a Winged Guardian and then have the Winged Guardian stay around by paying this resource. But then we won't have enough to take him out, and then we progress and we lose the game. Let's scoop. I'm gonna try it one more time just because, like, I think if we had Eagles of the Misty Mountains, this would have been way different. If we were able to gather information early, that would have been way different. And so, like, I want to give the deck at least one more try, with its current standing. That being said, Darian's Ruins could be nice, but really, we just needed to clear that gather information opening turn. That's what we needed. Because that would have given us +1 willpower on Thurnadir. We would have had probably, actually, I think if we don't have Eagles in the Misty Mountains, we grab Eagles in the Misty Mountains with gather information. Yeah, I think that's the right call there. All right, let's go back to 1B or 1A. I guess 1B, but where did I get the mat? This is hey Matt, how's it going? I got this from Etsy. So since you're on YouTube, if you scroll down to the video description, there should be a link there with all of my accessories. And I believe I have linked the mat there. If I have not, shame on me. Let me know and I will get it there soon. But yeah, this is from, I want to say Roland Mats. I want to say that's where this is from. Okay. So we will discard until we get an enemy after that. It's also really big, which is awesome. And they have a couple of different variations where, like, you have like card slots and everything. I'm not a huge fan of mats with like outline your hero goes here, just because what if you are playing Saga and you have 4 heroes and then it just like gets messy. Um but it's a really thick mat too. So it's very nice quality. Trying to think of any other any other routes that I could have gone to potentially used. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we got 6 cards. 3, 6. We got Gandalf, Landraville, the Wild Stallion, Eagles of the Misty Mountain, Messenger Raven, and Gwahir. So the exact opposite of our first hand, our first game, where we have no staff. I think we have to go with the staff. I'm not waiting 5 rounds to play these cards. So let's mulligan. What would we have gotten? Oh, we would have gotten the staff. Dang it, Nelson. Dang it. I should have just trusted it. Yeah, having those big eagles. I think no, I think I think one of our issues is just like acceleration. Like if we can get there quickly, we'll be good. Or if we can like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so 6 cards. Give me Radagast staff this time. Or are we done? We got Winged Guardian, the Long Defeat, Melanor, Keep Watch, Gwahir's Debt, and Descendant of Thronador. Then we are going to I think we just go with Gather Information. Right? Because we're gonna need Gather Information for Radagast staff if we don't draw it. And if we don't draw it, yikes. We can get a Winged Guardian out, but that's not unique, so I do think... okay, we got the Storm Comes. Okay. Let's pass out money. And let's panic a little bit. Okay. Let's go Gather Information out here. We're going to be... oh, wait, actually, let's discard until we get an enemy. Oh, geez. We got Fierce Vanguard. 2/2, 2/3. After it engages you, either give it +2 until the end of the round or place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Oof. Okay. All right. I think we're looking at... using Hiragon's ability to drop a Winged Guardian, allowing the... no, because we need to play Winged Guardian so Radagast can quest. No, because then it's only a 2. As long as we can take that first attack of 4, we can defend here. We'll lose... we'll lose Winged Guardian regardless, which is sad. But then next round we can drop in a Melanor, which satisfies our requirement for Gwahir's Debt. The only way that we can do that effectively is to use Hiragon's ability to play this for free. Or play this for 1. Because then next round we will have the resources to drop Melanor. This deck is really expensive without the staff. I'm now realizing that. Okay. Do we want to go... no, I don't want to go Long Defeat onto... I may want to go Long Defeat on Gather Information. If we go Long Defeat on Gather Information, we can draw 2 cards. Yeah. Sure, why not? Long Defeat there. And hopefully it draws into something good. Okay. Okay. We are showing 4. We're going to quest for 6. 2, 4, 6. If we don't quest successfully, it's a scoop. Doomed 1, place X progress on the Goblins of Soul, where X is the stage number of the main quest. Doomed 1, we'll place 1. We will engage here. We quested successfully, so 2 goes here. We'll spend 1 to play a Winged Guardian. Give this +2. Winged Guardian will defend. Attacking enemy gets +1 if it destroys the character. Discard an ally. Joke's on you, it destroyed my only ally. And then, end of the round, we'll place 1 here. Okay. Threat goes up to 28. We stand up. We draw a Radagast Staff. Dang it. That'd been cool, though. We pass out money. We don't have a location, so it makes it kind of hard to play Melanor. What if we play Descendant of Thronador instead? Using Hiragon's ability. We can then throw 2 damage here. We still don't get the free quest with Radagast. Oh, it's 2 damage to any one enemy in the staging area. Actually, maybe regardless, if we flip an enemy or if we flip a location, we have options to either place progress or deal place progress or deal damage. So I think we don't play again. Sad. Alrighty, we're showing 2. We're gonna quest for 6. 2, 4, 6. Flip into a enemy, which is after he engages you, place 1 or give him +2 attack until the end of the phase, which is a little scary. That's 2. This does clear. So long defeat clears gather information. So we'll trigger long defeat. We'll draw 1, 2, which is another Winged Guardian and a Wild Stallion. I don't know if Wild Stallions need to be in this deck. I don't really have any allies other than no, I don't want allies in this deck. I don't want the Wild Stallions in this deck. And we're gonna go find Radagast Staff with gather information. So Radagast Staff will be able to just accelerate so quickly. We're in a little bit of trouble though, I think. So we don't have a defender for this guy. So he's attacking us at what has to be 2. We're placing 1 here, and we're just accelerating that loss condition there. Will we have enough money to put in Landraville? Who is our Melanor? Melanor also works, but I don't want to play Melanor. We drop Landraville for 3 resources, which is this will pay for the staff. We will have 1, 2. So we don't have enough to play. Okay. We have to swing for the fences here, I think. What we're going to do is spend 1. No. Spend 1 from Radagast to play the Winged Guardian. Okay. This guy engages us. Oh, actually, no. We're going to... This only has 2 attack now. So we can still give this +4 attack. We'll defend here. So it's going to be +1 if it destroys the character. Place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Gross. Oh, wait. That doesn't. It doesn't destroy the character. I could spend a resource to keep it. I should have resolved this one first, but okay, hold on. So I think we're actually only at 2. Okay, hold on. So we survived the attack there. We have another attack coming in undefended. We're playing Radagast Staff with these resources. If we spend this resource, we will have 1, 2, 3 resources total, which could play Landraville. I think I'm actually going to play Melanor and see if I can then drop Guahir's Debt. Yeah. Rip to Spirit Island's parents. Yeah. So I'm so sad. It's so needless and frustrating. I'm going to spend 1 to keep the Winged Guardian around. Then we're going to take this one undefended. It's going to be 2. Add Stray Goblin to the staging area. That's annoying. And we'll add 2 here. Cannot be optionally engaged. While it's in the staging area, gains force after player engages an enemy. This engages us. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Alrighty. So we added the 2 here. We are going to stand up, increase our threat. Draw into a Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Gosh, I want to play that card right now. I don't. Well, I may just play that card. Because at that point, we don't have to worry about. Or, Alright. Regardless, we're going to spend 2 here to play the staff. We are going to drop a Storm Comes here. We are probably progressing. Which is sad. We could staff to drop a Landraville. We could staff to drop a Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Have you ever played Marvel United? I have not. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I have played 1 time. The very pandemic style of villains and the 2-hand solo option would be fun to watch if you streamed it. I don't have it. I'm not. I don't have it. I don't. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I played the DC version. I thought it was fun. Arid Mithrin expansion is better. Alright, cool. There you go. Who was asking about that? Felipe. The other option that we could do. I need to get the Wild Stallions out of this deck. They don't belong here. I think I want to play I want to play a ally here. I could go. I just don't have enough money. I need more money. You gotta bug Ryan to get some Marvel United games in? Yeah. Marvel United solo is awesome. I played it at 2 players. I thought it was fun. I played Flash, which was pretty cool. Okay. The other option that we could go here is to drop Descendant of Thronador. Deal 2 damage here and then kill it. We're just getting overrun by minions. Or by enemies. Eagle of the Misty Mountain is the better long-term play. Right? Because we can defend. It almost has to be Eagle of the Misty Mountain, doesn't it? It's so good. So good. Let's just do it. Let's go. Oh, we have also Radagast as a defender. I did not think about that. Because if we use Radagast Staff, we'll spend 2 here to play Eagles of the Misty Mountains. We do not have to exhaust a quest. Radagast Staff is so critical to the start here. Which is your favorite LCG? It's probably Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, then Marvel, then Arkham. In that order, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the Arkham theme, but I like the Arkham storytelling. Lord of the Rings, I love the theme. I also love the gameplay. And then Marvel is just good. Marvel is just clean. Alrighty then. We may not quest. Well, no, we're gonna have to quest with somebody, but okay. We are showing 3. We're gonna quest on the storm comes. Let's quest for 3 because we have gather information in the victory display. 5. We defend. We pop Wing Guardian under Eagles. Then Hiragon and Eagles can attack and take out one of these guys. Which has to be the play. Ooh, there's so many things. Okay, yeah, let's quest for 5. We're showing 3. We're gonna flip into another stray goblin. That's tough. Oh, and that surges. And to win revealed, each enemy in each location in the staging area is +1 threat until the end of the phase. If players quest unsuccessfully, add 1 progress to the goblin's assault. Alrighty, so that's gonna go ahead and flip us. I'm gonna scoop here. I think it's so critical for us to get it's so critical for us to get that Radagast staff in the opening hand. And we're just falling behind. I don't actually. Are we just getting unlucky with how many enemies we're drawing? Or do I need more ways to deal with these enemies? May just not be the hero lineup. We may need to swap out Hiragon or something to Baragond, just as another defender. But Radagast is our defender. And we just got unlucky with our costed cards in our hand. Because if we can quest with Radagast and then defend, we feel so much better. But it's just we're just not there. That's basically your exact evaluation on LCGs. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. They're all fantastic. Lord of the Rings is so good though. I also think it's pretty critical for us to we need to play a ally turn 1 because we need a defender for whatever we engage from that encounter deck. Because I think we're just gonna get overrun. We're gonna give it one more try, and then we'll look at rebuilding. I don't even know what. I mean, Darren's Ruins could be really nice in here. Defenders honestly could be really good. Just Defenders combo with Hiragon so well. Alrighty, 6 cards. One of them is going to be Radagast Staff. I know it. I feel it. Believe it to be true. We have Vassal of the Windlord, Melanor, Flight of the Eagle, Descendants of Thronador, Eagles of the Misty Mountain, and To the Airy. We're going to mulligan this. Even though this is Radagast Staff, I know. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. There's a lot of allies, though. A lot of attack allies. So we could have gone with. Yeah, I think we need gather information to get the staff. But if we have the staff, we may go with prepare for battle. That gives us +1 attack, and that could help us clear out these enemies so much better. We got the Loyal Hound, a Loyal Hound to the Airy, Thalion, Descendant, and Messenger Raven, with our last card being Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Tough. All right, let's discard until we get a enemy. The Fierce Vanguard. Okay, it's going to get +2 when it engages us. Alrighty. starting to spam the FFG Facebook to partner with Game Center again so I can buy print demand products. Oh, that'd be nice. I would love for them to add a print on demand for the things that are no longer in production. Just makes a lot of sense to me. All right, let's spend one from Radagast to play the Messenger Raven. So we do not have to exhaust a quest. We're showing 4. Oh, wait, actually, let's go grab gather information. Hold on. Put that into play. Because that's going to grab us the staff. Showing 4, we're not going to be able to clear out gather information. But hopefully we don't get too bad of an encounter card. Okay. Let's go 2, 4, 6, 7. Onto gather information. We're going to flip into a Slope of Gunabad. Either place a progress on the assault or do an additional card. I feel like we have to place the progress, right? Yeah, we're going to place Goblin's Assault. Okay. That showed 6. We place 1 onto gather information. We're going to leave that in the staging area. We will engage here, give it +2 defense. We'll block with Radagast. Add straight Goblin to the staging here. Dang it. We're just getting overrun. Like, really badly. And we'll add 2 here. And, like, the acceleration just does not slow down. All right, let's stand up. There's Radagast staff, so that's good. Let's pass out some money. Okay. Oh, and we take a damage here. So much. So many problems. Alrighty, let's use 2 from Thurnadir to play Radagast staff. Okay, so we can play Descendant after we quest successfully for 3 resources, which we have here. Radagast staff can throw the Loyal Hound onto the table. That depletes our resources. We would have 2 next round, which we could use to play Eagles of the Misty Mountains. That's how we're going to play this. Okay. So let's go ahead and exhaust the staff to reduce the cost of Loyal Hound by 2. That means that Radagast does not need to... We have so many enemies. If we flip another enemy, we're done, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4, 6, 7. We are showing 5. He's only attacking for 2. We may run the risk and just try and block here. We cannot not successfully quest. So there's one more. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Showing 5. We're gonna flip into another Fierce Vanguard, which is probably that's game, right? Like, well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we place 1 progress here. Okay. Because we're only going to be adding 1. So that's not as bad. We did quest successfully, so let's trigger Huragon's ability to drop a Descendant of Thronador. We'll deal 2 damage to the Fierce Vanguard. Both of these guys engage us. Okay. We will defend. We'll give him +2. Yeah. So he has +2. We will defend this attack. Let's pass out shadow cards. Defend this attack with Descendant. So it's going to be 2, no shadow effect. We only take 1 damage. That's good. We will defend the attack of 4 with Radagast. It's going to be 2. Gets +1 if it destroys a character. Place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. So we'll take 2 damage here. And then this one we will take Undefended. It's going to be 2. Exhaust the character you control. I don't have any unexhausted characters. We're going to throw that onto Paragon. I'm not going to discard the Loyal Hound. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. When I need to. We only place 1, so that's nice. Woo, woo. Do I ever research Lord of the Rings lore before I play a scenario? When I first started out, I did, but since I've been playing this for so long, I love Lord of the Rings, and so I just kind of like dive in, and like I've just like consumed so much of the Lord of the Rings content. I wouldn't say I'm an expert by any means, but yeah, I enjoy it. Alrighty, let's stand up. We're gonna draw into another Descendant. Let's stand up. Okay, pass out money. We're gonna Radagast Staff. Spend these 2 to play Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Are you going to be ordering anything from the Doug Beer MVP print run? I do need to get the ALEP stuff. Are they doing a print run here soon? I should have traveled here last time. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to travel here and say that I did that. No, I can't. I have too much information. But I need to quest successfully, which is the scary part. Okay. Let's quest for 2, 4, 5. We are showing 4. 6. Let's flip into when revealed, Urdug makes an immediate attack against the first player. If this attack destroys the character, place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. That's scary. I guess we'll block with Descendant, so it's going to be 3, no shadow effect. This guy, oh, I don't have any. No, I don't want to block with Descendant. Block with Radagast, I guess. Yeah, because we have Loyal Hound here. Okay, so we take no damage, but I want Descendant to leave play when there's an enemy in the staging area that can take damage. Okay. When I finished reading Lord of the Rings, I was actually sad the story was over. I didn't. It's so good. It's such a good story, right? Yeah. It's really fun. I I do like I didn't read. I listened to the audiobooks. Um, again recently. Need to do a rewatch of the extended editions. Oh, nice, sweet, thank you. Okay, so there's a big update order. Yeah, I need to get the ALEP stuff at some point because I'm excited for that. We quested for 6. We're gonna. Oh yeah, we clear gather information, so that's nice. What do we want? Honestly, delay the enemy would not be bad here. Landraville would not be bad because I think I'm about to die. Thalion is good. Oh, okay. You can just what other stuff is being printed other than ALEP stuff? Do I take a Gandalf here? No. Go Winged Guardian? Do I have a Melanor in my hand? No. I may go Melanor. So that could help clear this out pretty quickly. Wizard's Pipe could work well. The Wizard's Pipe Messenger Raven, I think, is a fun combo. I just don't think I have time to be doing it. I've not tried Dragon cards. Yeah. I've not tried Dragon cards. I prefer in-person play for like any game. Um, but yeah, I haven't tried Dragon cards yet. There's other custom scenarios campaigns. Oh, a lot of alt art cards. That's cool. That's really cool. I didn't realize that they were doing that. I'm gonna grab Flight of the Eagles actually, because that's going to shoot. It doesn't really work, does it? With Descendants, unless we have a enemy in the staging area. Crud. All right. Well, here we are. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and travel here. Get that out of the staging area. We got 3 attacks of 2 coming in. Okay. First one I'll take, undefended. 2. +1, that's 3. Put that on Grenadier. I did not quest with him. Huh. It feels so tough to. It's fine. Okay. Let's defend here. 2 +1 if it destroys a character, place of progress. That will progress us, which is not great. We'll go ahead and tuck here. And we will take this undefended. Be 2. It's +X, where X is the stage number of the quest. We'll discard Loyal Hound and only put 1 damage here. Probably should have gone with the long defeat. Okay. Eagles and Haragon will take this guy out. We'll stand up. I think he's done it several years and gets a big discount with MVP print for anyone who orders using the order page. Definitely been on the alt arts. Nice. That's cool. Stand up. I think we lost this game. Gotta explore secret ways. We'll pass out some money. Oh, and we progress here. Nope, we leave that. Oh, we're getting another. Yeah, we're scooping. We can't handle another enemy. There's so many enemies in this deck. It's kind of crazy. I think we need to swap Paragon for Baragon. I think Baragon. I really like this combo, but it's too slow. I need someone who can hit the ground running with defense, and I think that's gonna be Baragon. Or honestly, no. What if we go with Bjorn? Yeah. No, I think that's the call there actually. And then we don't have to play Baragon. But if we go Bjorn, that solves our early game. Let's get this damage out of here. We don't have as good of immediate questing, We also need to take Wild Stallions out. Um, so if we're swapping Kerrigan for Bjorn, threat goes up pretty high. That's fine. He just helps so much. Okay. Ah, sorry about that. There's Bjorn. Let's get rid of the Wild Stallions. I like We're gonna cut out a Thalion. I mean, like, if yeah, it feels decent. We're gonna cut out support of the Eagles because we don't have a tactics hero that can go. It can go on anymore. I think another long defeat could work out well. Grimborn the Old. For what? Is he a tactics? I don't know if I have Grimborn the Old. Then delay the enemy gets super easy to clear with a assault with Bjorn. I like the Loyal Hounds. We'll keep one Thalion in there. I think we're gonna cut out a Messenger Raven. Just run 2 copies of it. I think that makes me feel a little bit better. We're going to run. Okay, how many cards did we cut out? 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's throw in 3 Darian's Runes. So we have 4 cards left. I want to go one more Vassal of the Windlord. Because that way we can pump up our Eagle of the Misty Mountain. And also just like 1 cost drops are pretty good. Hold on. That's 4. The bears can defend. Let's grab 2 bears. The bears are expensive, but they can defend a lot. Instead of Bjorn Tactic. Grimborn the Old? After he defends an attack, spend a resource from his pool, declare him the attacker against the enemy. They get -2 for the attack. I'm down. Let's try it. I've played Bjorn more than I've played Grim. Or yeah, it's very similar. I like it. I think our resources could become an issue because we're just so resource tight. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7. So one more card. I think a feint is not a bad idea. Actually, let's just grab Melanor. Let's grab another Melanor. The inexpensive Eagle ally that leaves play to add progress, which can pump up our Eagles in the Misty Mountains. Let's do that. With the staff, a 1 cost ally. There aren't a ton of locations, but it does give us flexibility. Cool. I like that. That feels decent. Grimborn the Old. So we're starting at 2230 threat. Yeah, there we are. 30 threat, start at 0 here. I like that suggestion, Carl. I think that's fun. He can have attachments, which is kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, true. True. Support of the Eagles is phenomenal on him. Let's put that back in there. Heck yeah. Good call. Yes. 1000%. What are we cutting? I'm gonna cut out a delay the enemy. That's one. And a storm comes. I don't think we need as many side quests as I'm putting in there. I think honestly just a couple. And it makes it a really compelling argument if we do get the staff to we'll go prepare for battle. Because then Grimborn can attack back for 4. That feels good. Okay. Alrighty. I like this. Okay. 3-6. Give us that staff. We got Gandalf, Descendant, Flight of the Eagles, Support of the Eagles, Eagles of the Misty Mountains, and a Giant Bear. We're mulliganing this. We would have gotten the staff on the card draw though. Boo, Nelson. Boo. Dang it. Oh, that would have been. I don't know if that would have been a good hand. It would have been a fun hand. But I think the other concern that I'm having is that we're just too slow. Like our deck is too expensive. Alrighty. We got 6 cards here. We've got Loyal Hound, Winged Guardian, Radagast Staff, Descendant, and Landraville. Alrighty, I like that. So we got the staff, and we can drop like a Winged Guardian if we want to. Actually, we'll probably drop a Winged Guardian, depending on what we. It'll just depend on what we flip. But we have the staff. That's the important part, and we have 3 targets for the staff to play. Loyal Hound is not a bad idea either. All right. Or actually, Descendant. A Descendant is pretty decent too. We're going to discard until we get an enemy. Oh, we got the Goblin Troop. While it's engaged with you, each other Goblin enemy gets +1/+1. Engages on 35. It's a 3-5-4-6. Jeez. Yikes. So we're starting with 5. Take out the Eerie. What is the Eerie? There's a messenger, Raven. What is the Eerie? Oh, is that one of the side quests? Maybe one of the side quests. Alrighty. 2, 4, 6, 7. Perfect. Let's go ahead and drop 2 from here to play Radagast Staff. It's just insane. I don't like that at all. -2, so we can deal 1 damage. So a enter and leave play can deal 2 damage to, or 4 damage to the goblin troop, and then Grimborn can defend and attack for one time to take it out. Nope, that's not right. Jeez. Goblin troop is tough. Yikes. We're gonna engage it soon as well, which is also pretty scary. Alrighty. Let's exhaust the staff. To play the Loyal Hound. I think we just need to be able to quest. We're showing 5. Oh wait, hold on. Set up. Let's go grab gather information. Or prepare for battle. Do we go prepare for battle here? I don't think that's or keep watch is what I meant. I don't know if that's a horrible idea. Yeah, let's grab keep watch. Yep. We'll spend 1 to put keep watch out. So we're questing on this. Oh, that's not the battle one though. Never mind. Never mind. I was like we can battle quest on it, which would be like a lot more, but that's not the way that I should be thinking about that. What if we grab Flight of the Eagles? Flight of the Eagles allows us to play Descendant, pull it back, play it again, which will take out the Goblin Troop. We're gonna grab Flight of the. No, that's not. We're gonna grab Gather Information and then use Gather Information to grab Flight of the Eagles. Alrighty. Turns out I'm going crazy. Here we are. And we do have a time limit today, unfortunately. So we may not actually get to finish this. I still like Loyal Hound play. Alright, so let's quest for 2, 4, 5. We're showing 5. We'll probably quest unsuccessfully. It is a Urdug's Elite. We can exhaust the character, place a progress on the Goblin's Assault. Okay. So we quest unsuccessfully. We place a progress. We're going to rush through this so fast. Huh. Yikes. All right. Engage here. We can exhaust the character. I guess we're going to have to place a progress, I guess. I guess not. We'll exhaust Radagast. And we'll defend with Bjorn. Or Grimborn. Attacking for 3. We're defending for 3. It's +1. We'll take a damage. We can spend this resource to stand up and deal 3 damage to the elite. We have Descendants that we can play next round. We're just not going to be able to quest out of this. Yikes. Jeez. Descendant gets played next round. Regardless. So yeah, let's go ahead and spin this. We'll stand up and attack. He gets -2, so we'll deal 3 damage. Okay. We'll add 2 progress to the quest. We'll stand up. We'll draw into a ruins. Alrighty. Raise our threat to 31. Let's play and pass out money. Let's play Darren's Ruins. Draw 2 cards. Discard a card. We got a Winged Guardian and a Eagles of the Misty Mountains. We'll discard one of our 3 Winged Guardians, I guess. I think I want to play Descendant. Mainly, like, this is just going to kill me. I'm scared about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and spend Radagast Staff, spend these two to play Descendant of Thronador to deal 2 damage here. Okay. We are showing 5. We'll quest on Gather Information for 2, 4, 5, 6. When revealed, Urdug makes an immediate attack against first player. Uh-oh. We will defend with Grimborn. So he's going to go 3. No shadow effect. We take no damage. We do quest successfully, so we place 1 on Gather Information. We're not going to engage. We're going to take this attack undefended because we don't have an option. It's going to be 3. We'll place that 3 on Thurnadir. Alrighty. Place 2 progress. And we'll stand up and increase our threats. Cool. Draw a card into a Keep Watch. Pass out money. Alrighty. We'll use our staff, Radagast, and Grimborn's resources to play Eagles of the Misty Mountain. Nice. Why did I think I had another Loyal Hound in my hand? I don't. I don't have anything for these resources. That's just going to be what it is. Okay. I can take 1 more attack undefended. I also have the Loyal Hound. Let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4, 6. We're showing 5. 7. Flip into a Doomed 1. Place X progress on the Goblin's Assault, which will progress us immediately, which will get us another enemy. Ugh. I'm also wondering if you gotta run Spirit here. There's so much acceleration just in like the shadow cards and the encounter cards that is just brutal. Never quite understood what your threat means thematically. I know it's a countdown timer, but what is it representing? I've always thought it as like, this is how much trouble you're causing. The higher the threat, the more trouble you're causing. And so enemies that have like a 50 engagement, like the big bad guys, they're not going to run around and deal with hobbits, right? Like thematically, that's not what they do. Hobbits threat are really low. Gandalf is an issue, right? Gandalf is a big, powerful thing. So they're going to dedicate their resources, which is why Gandalf's threat starts higher. And so like as you're going through and making, you're doing things, you're progressing, you're doing cool stuff. Think people are starting to take notice of you, and that's just like over time your threat gets higher, your threat to the enemy increases, and so they are going to be dealing with you more. That's kind of how I've thought about it. Okay. Nope, those stay on. We'll discard until we get a enemy. And after an enemy attacks, we place progress. We got a pack of wargs. Yikes. Okay. That's exciting. I guess I won't engage anything. Because, yeah. Gross. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to engage. I did quest successfully. I think I what did I do? 2, 4, 6, 7, and we were showing 5, so we placed 2 on Gather Information. Cool. We're going to take an attack of 3 here. We'll block with Radagast, because this will allow us to swing back for 5 to not take it out, actually. It's annoying. Also, these enemies are just big. Yeah, we'll block. Head straight up to the staging area, of course. Alrighty. We don't take any damage. Let's swing for 3, 5 to deal. Oh, wait, no, it already has damage on it. Yeah. Okay, so this guy does. We place a progress up here. Okay. Let's stand up. If we can get around this questing stuff. We got another Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Then we can potentially be okay-ish. But we're not going to get around this. This is 5, 8, 10. Yikes. You could use Tactics Eowyn to have 2 tactics. I think so. I think swapping Thurnadir out feels decent. I don't know what he's bringing to the table. Tactics Eowyn would be really good. Alrighty, what are we looking at? I think we're going to staff Radagast Grimborn to play Eagles, mainly for the quest power. Yeah, we need less. We need less lore heroes. Okay, we're showing 10. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. If we're gonna quest unsuccessfully, we might as well just quest unsuccessfully, right? We're not. Oh, we have to raise our threat, which I didn't do last time. Which means that we're gonna be engaging here. Which means that let's just swap. Just because mainly we're on a time crunch, I do want to try and get this or play this game or finish this today, but I only have about 50 more minutes. So we're gonna make that swap. I like that swap a lot. Just get rid of Thurnadir. I don't think the deck really changes. We'll probably keep the side quest. Don't think we need to explore secret ways. I do like Scout Ahead still. I do like Keep Watch and Gather Information. Yeah, we'll keep those in there, but since we're not tutoring them, I think that's fine. That's gonna that's a great idea, Carl. I like that a lot. Tactics Eowyn. Could also go Quick Beam. Or what about Malblung? Let's go Malblung. Mainly because I just played with Eowyn. Malblung is after you engage an enemy, add a resource to the resource pool, and that just helps accelerate so much faster. It's a 2-2-2-4. Doesn't help as much with the questing power, which Eowyn does. I just used Eowyn. Let's go Malblung. Mainly because I just played Eowyn last game. Alright. So now we're starting at 32 threat. That's probably too high, isn't it? Well, we have Gandalfs. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Ugh. I like Eowyn. It feels like the balance in this game skewed a little bit. Like there are just a couple of cards that are just heroes that are just way more powerful than their other like same cost counterparts. Eowyn is just so good. All right, let's grab Eowyn. Do we need any modifiers to the deck? Let's grab Melinor's Flight. There's definitely some heroes that are obviously just stronger, especially in the more difficult quest. Which this is supposed to be one of the easy quests, which makes me feel real good about myself, right? Let's cut out one card. We can cut out Scout Ahead. Oh yeah, this you're saying cut out to the Eerie. That makes sense. I think to the Eerie doesn't really work with the um alrighty. So we still need one card. It is rated easier. That being said, I do think this could yeah, I think this is a quest that is more skewed to difficult with lower player counts because of how it scales. Maybe not. I guess it's only 6 in 2-player where it's I don't know. Who knows? Go Wizard's Pipe. Just gonna drop in another defender. Could go Golden Shield. I don't think we need it, but might as well just have it. Support of the Eagles also works on Aowen now too. Alrighty, so that starts us at 31 minus 3 is 28. So 28. As an action, we can raise our threat by 3 to ready Aowen, and she gets +9 until the end of the phase. Okay, I don't want to see that Goblin Troop ever again. I wonder if Gandalf. I feel like Gandalf has to be used for threat reduction in this deck. But also just sniping some of those things out of the staging area feels very good. Alrighty. So we got the hopefully our willpower figured out. So we'll hit the ground running with probably a 6, which is close to what we started with earlier. Yeah, we started with 6, and that was better. We were doing better with 6 when we had the 2 other heroes out here. Alrighty. We got Radagast Staff, we got Melinor, Eagle of the Misty Mountain, Winged Guardian, Support of the Eagles, and a Golden Shield. We're keeping that all day, every day. And we got a Messenger Raven. Let's go. Alrighty. Sick. Well, that's nice. Discard until we get a enemy. If this isn't it, I don't know what is. Oh, cool. A pack of wargs. Great. Love that. Alrighty. Spend 1 and 1 to play the Radagast Staff onto Radagast. Let's go. Radagast Staff to play Winged Guardian. And we'll quest. Got Eowyn and Radagast questing for 6. We are showing 6. Jeez, we're showing 6. Alright, we're going to spend Grimborns for Radagast staff. Radagast will play for the Messenger Raven. We could also just drop Melanor. We don't get the ability. Okay, we're not. No, we're not. We're not. We're gonna try and hold out hope. Okay, so we're gonna quest for 7. We're showing 6. We're gonna flip into a 2. It's +2 threat for each face down card under it. While it's in the staging area, after an event is played during the quest phase, place it face down under Lonely Lands. Alright, so we increase our threat by 1. We place a progress here. We're gonna travel here because there's no point in leaving it in the staging area now. Do we engage the wargs? I think we kind of have to, right? No, we're not, because it'll make 2 attacks, and I can't. We could Eowyn immediately to take out the wargs. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, what if we engage the wargs? Worst case scenario, we lose the Winged Guardian. We can Eowyn, take out the wargs, and then we don't have to worry about them. Let's do it. Engage. We'll defend with Grimborn. Attacking of 4. Attacking enemy cannot take damage this phase. Cool. Alrighty. Bummer. Well, the wargs are out of the staging area now. Stand up. I guess it's the same thing. We'll just do it next turn. Increase our threat to 30. We will draw into a Gwahir's Debt. We'll pass out money. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and Radagast Staff. We'll spend 2 here to play Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Okay. We could drop a Golden Shield if we wanted to. I don't think we want to. We're actually only showing 2 in the staging area now. I think we're gonna defend here with the Winged Guardian. Place it under Eagles. We need 8 attack to take it out. So that's 5, 8. So we actually have it. We don't have to use Eowyn's ability if we don't need to. Let's hang on to that money so we can drop a Melanor next turn. Or I'm sorry, drop a Support of the Eagles next turn. We will go ahead and quest with Eowyn and Radagast for 6 total, but that's might as well do the Raven. Can't attack or defend, so 7 total. We're showing 2. We're gonna flip into another Lonely Lands, so that's 4. We place 3 here. Also, we needed to place a progress there. I played Magic the Gathering and understand balancing and power creep. I heard that Lord of the Rings suffered from this. I feel it's partly why we lost Lord of the Rings. I think let me answer the question like this. I think any game that does not have a rotation of a set of cards probably maxes out around 10 years. And if it goes longer than that, sick. But I mean, like, I feel like it would be so challenging to balance a game across 10 years worth of content um without a cycle, without a rotation out. Um I'm not 100 I'm not sure. May take another attack. I didn't even think about that. Shoot. But yeah, I'm not sure if that may have been part of it. I also like there's just so much content for this game. All right, we're gonna block with the Winged Guardian. Shadow effect is add stray goblin to the staging area. Winged Guardian does not take any damage, but we will discard it from play. After another Eagle character leaves play, we'll tuck it under Eagles of the Misty Mountains. Then we will attack for 3, 6, 8 to take out the pack of wards. We'll place one here. Okay. Feels decent. We'll stand up. There is power creep in this game. Yeah. There is power creep in this game. Draw into a Flight of the Eagles. Sick. All right. Let's pass out money. Okay. Let's use Radagast Staff and Radagast Resource to play Melanor. When Melanor enters or leaves play, place 2 progress on a location. I'll place it here. No, we don't need to place it here. We'll place it here. That's just 2. Okay. We will spend 1 resource to play Guahir's Debt. So search the top 5 cards for an Eagle or an Astari 2, 4, 5, and put it into play. We got Guahir. Yeah, that works. Oh, we probably should have cut out Thalion. Okay. After Guahir enters play, search your discard pile for an Eagle ally. We don't have one. That's fine. I'm just happy to have Guahir in play. Shuffle your deck. At the end of the round, if that ally is still in play, return it to your hand. Alrighty? There's absolutely nothing wrong with Lord of the Rings ending when it did. So much content, all the archetypes fleshed out by the end. Biggest misstep has been keeping the game semi-alive by reprinting. Not keeping the game semi-alive by reprinting. Yeah, I like the new kind of stuff that they have. But I like it would have been nice to have all of the cycles reprinted or available. Alrighty, that's kind of exciting. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's look at our quest. I don't know if we're actually engaging in anything this round. So let's quest for 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. We are showing 3, 5. We feel pretty decent about that. I'm good with questing for 11 against 5. Doomed 1. Boom. Place X progress on the goblins. I forgot to place 2 progress there. So we'll place 1 progress. Okay. And we cannot engage anything. But we did clear this. And we'll travel here. They kind of tried, but only doing 3 cycles limited how much new people saw the revised content. Like I said, I see Magic made a Lord of the Rings set. Oh yeah, yeah. I do like being able to play solo. I think that's really important. Okay. End of the round. Guahir pops back to our hand. We will draw a Descendant of Thronador. Sweet. Love that. Increase our threat to 32. Pass out money. That's going to be able to take out this guy. Alrighty. I'm going to actually... Do I throw Guahir under Eagles of the Misty Mountains? That could be kind of crazy. Oh, and then I place 2 progress when we progress. Keep forgetting that. Oh, I'm already on 2B. Another enemy, which is another warg. The wargs are everywhere. Um. Okay, so Grimborn with the support of the Eagles right now would be a 6 attack. Which would be enough to take out the wargs by itself. So I'm not going to throw Gwahir under Eagles. So let's go ahead and spend 3 to play support of the Eagles on Grimborn the Old. I could play Descendants of Thronador if I wanted to. I guess I don't have to engage the wargs. So actually what we're going to do is we're not going to play support of the Eagles quite yet. We're instead going to use Radagast Staff 2, 3. Wait, 2, 3, 4 to play Descendant of Thronador. We will deal 2 damage to the wargs. No, we'll deal 2 damage to the goblin. Okay. We'll spend 1 to play the Golden Shield on Eowyn. Let's quest. So we are showing 7. We played a creature, so 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 10 to 7. I like those odds. We got a Urdog's Elite. After it engages you, either exhaust a character you control or place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Alrighty. That's fine. Okay. That will be engaging us this round. We place 1 progress here. We're going to go ahead and play Flight of the Eagles. So we return an eagle ally to our hand, which is going to be Descendant. When Descendant leaves play, we're going to deal 2 damage here. Okay. And shuffle one of these guys into the deck. Okay. So Grimborn can take out the soldier. And then we got an attack of 2. And block with the eagles. Alright. So we will engage and then engage here. We have to exhaust a character we control or place a progress. I don't want to place progress because we are at. Was I supposed to progress like way before I actually did? I am sorry. I think I messed that up like pretty badly actually. That's worth a scoop because I progressed at 6, not 4. That's on me. That's bad. That's real bad. Yikes. All right, we're gonna count that as a scoop. I'm gonna go to be right back. We're gonna see if we can run it one more time. I may text the person I'm supposed to meet with and see if we can push the meeting just a little bit. But I'll see y'all very soon. Alrighty. I have my message up to the person I'm meeting with over here, so I'll monitor that. But I think we're gonna push the meeting, so we should be good now. Sick. Cool. Okay. Well, that's fun. That was such a good start too. That's so sad. Yeah, I was really happy with that start. So, oh well. Whew. Yeah, that was too bad. That was And what's funny is it probably would have been better for us. Alrighty. Alrighty. Shuffle up. We got 6 cards. Let's get the same hand as we did last time. Sally. Oh, I wanted to cut them out. Radagast, Gwahir, Wing Guardian, Gwahir's Debt, and Darian's Ruins. We're going to keep it because we got the staff. Last card is going to be another Gwahir. Cool. Discard until we get a enemy. Discard the entire deck. Of course it's the Goblin Troop. Of course it is the Goblin Troop. Jeez. Ugh. Tough. Alrighty. Let's pass out some money and let's reset our threat. We're down to 28. Yeah. But I think we'll probably use Eowyn to take out that Goblin Troop pretty quickly. Let's use Darian's Runes. We're going to draw 1, Landraville, and Vassal of the Windlord. We have to discard a card, which will be... Actually, we can discard... Let's discard Landraville. Because when we play Gwahir, we can pull him back. It's actually pretty cool. We could have discarded Thalion, actually. But this is fine. Alright, we'll go 2 here to play our Radagast staff. If we attack for 9, that's not enough. If we attack for 11, that is enough. So we don't actually have to use this resource to ready and defend. If we take the attack of 5, yikes. Okay. Let's use the staff to play the Wing Guardian. Okay. So we will quest for 6. We're showing 5. Ugh. Probably quest unsuccessfully. It's a 3. It's a Warg Rider. After Warg Rider's dealt a shadow card with no effect, either return it to the staging area or place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Ugh. Gross. Alrighty. Cool. So we raise our threat. We're at 8. We quested for 6. We raise our threat by 2, and we place a progress here. We can only we have to engage this guy. I think we optionally engage here. I think we need to slow this down as much as possible. Alrighty, he's attacking here. We'll block with the Guardian. Gets +2 and +2 defense to the end of the phase. That's fine. He leaves play. And then we will defend here 5-3. No shadow effect. We will spend this resource to... Oh, wait, we don't have to. We don't have to. We will trigger this. We'll raise our threat by 1, 2, 3, and we will attack for 9, 11 to take out the Goblin Troop. That felt good. Okay, and that is done, but here we are. Okay, so that's engaged with us. We'll place 1 progress here because there's 1 enemy in the staging area, and we place 1 here because we took out an enemy. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 34. Now we need a Gandalf real soon. We got Messenger Raven. Pass out money. I like the idea of Messenger Raven. It just hasn't really worked for me. It's been slow. Now the Wizard's Pipe with the Messenger Raven feels good. Maybe it'll be a little bit better now that we have like more resources in red. Okay. Let's use Radagast Staff. Let's go 4, 5 to play Gua here, and we'll pull back. We'll pull back Landraville. Yeah. Let's play Grimborn the Old to play Guahir's Debt. Search the top 5: Melanor, Giant Bear, Golden Shield, Descendant of Thronador, and Descendant of Thronador. Sad. It's like I don't even know. Howdy. How's it going? I really wanted to hit Gandalf there. Gandalf's in this deck, right? Yeah, he's in there. But like out of the 6 games that I've played, I think I've drawn him 1 time. That's kind of crazy. Okay. None of these help. So which one do I want in my hand? Probably want a Descendant in my hand. So let's throw that there. We'll shuffle these. Okay. Oh, put it into play under your control. The end of the phase added to your hand. I thought it was okay. Well, that's even better. We'll put Landraville out, I guess. Yeah, sick. Okay. We're showing 2. We'll quest for 2, 6. Will flip into when revealed, each enemy and location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of phase. The players quest unsuccessfully. We do not. So we quest successfully. We're good there. The Warg Rider is going to attack. When it's dealt a shadow card with no effect, either return it or place a progress on Goblin's Assault. We will block with Landraville. Yeah. Well, yeah. Add Stray Goblin to the staging area. Landraville takes 3 damage. And then we will attack for 3, 6 to take him out here. Landraville comes back to our hand. So does Descendant of Thronador. We'll deal 2 damage to him when he leaves play. That works out pretty well. I'm happy with that. Let's go to 35 threat. Let's pass out money and stand up. We're going to add 2 progress, which pushes us. I'm less happy about that. It's amazing how fast you go. We'll draw into another Descendant. So we're at 4. I'm going to shuffle these and get another enemy. It's amazing how quickly you go. Ugh. Now it's only when they attack. And so hopefully we can... But our threat's at 35, so everything's engaging us. We did this. Alrighty, we got Fierce Vanguard. After it engages you, either place 2, it gets +2 attack until the end of the round, or place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault. Cool. What do we got? I think we're just going to Descendant here to take this guy out. So we don't place 2 progress. Let's go ahead and Radagast 1, 2 to play Descendant to deal 2 damage here. This goes over there. Boom. We're actually gonna spin. We're gonna keep Grimborn's resource there so he can use his ability. Okay. We are showing 4. We'll quest with Radagast and Eowyn for 6. I'm gonna flip into a 3. So we quest unsuccessfully. Dang it. I didn't even think about that. Oh, it's another goblin troop. Sick. And it's engaging us. We're probably going to lose this. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's bad. Alright, so we quest unsuccessfully. We raise our threat. We place a thing here. Both of these engage us. We'll place 2 here because it... And then we move on. I don't think I understand the pacing of this quest. Like, we're already on stage 3B. And we have another enemy that's about to be engaged with us. I don't know. I really have no idea. Like, this felt like a very good start. Maybe if we had hit Gandalf, that would have been better. Now we're only halfway there technically. Maybe that's it. The end of the round, place 1 progress on Goblin Assault for each enemy in play, but we're going to be placing 4 progress, so we're two away from losing the game. Maybe we just need to not flip a Goblin Assault or a Goblin Troop turn 1. That could be it. I don't know. I'm getting disheartened because it feels like there is no. It's all gas. I'm trying to figure out. I just need to kill more enemies, but it feels like by the time I kill 5 enemies, which is what I need. Immune to player card effects. Cannot take damage. Am I just missing something? Cannot be dealt damage unless he's resolved an attack. Should I be engaging him? Maybe I need to just be engaged. For some reason. Oh, he cannot leave the staging area. Yeah. Okay, so you have to destroy 5 enemies before you can attack him. Yeah. I caught it, Carl. I think you're probably like 20 minutes behind. So you have to destroy 5 enemies, but it feels like by the time 5 enemies come out, you've lost the game. Well, let's try it again. Alrighty. We started 28. The other thing is, I'm not 100% sure what I would need to change in order to make it work. Potentially attacking things in the staging area with Rohan? But like, so you only get, total you get 16 progress on the Goblin's Assault. In 5 rounds, that's a minimum of... That's a minimum of 6. So in 5 rounds, if you flip an enemy that you can kill every single turn, that's a minimum of 6 progress before you can attack Urdak. No, that's not true. That's not true because you get enemies when you progress. And then I don't have an answer for Urdak at all though. But it just feels like The closest we've gotten, I think, is 2 enemies. What is Path of Need? I don't even know if I have that card. What is that? Path of Need. Heroes do not exhaust to attack, defend, or commit to a quest when the attached location is the active location. That would require a pretty significant deck build change, I think. I'd probably need to go minimum 2 leadership allies to do that. I feel like tactics for this quest is where you need to be. No, you're good. You're good. Poison spikes is kind of interesting. I think honestly, I think the way that you do this, you just run low threat. You run tiny threat like hobbits, and then you go through the first stage pretty quickly, but then also feint is really good here. Let's see if we can. I don't even know. I'm gonna try it again. We did just get 2 goblin troops back to back. Maybe we need to not flip a goblin troop. We also need leadership. Leadership is feeling more and more like what we need. Because then we have sneak attacks. I mean, we're not drawing Gandalfs, but we have sneak attacks for the Eagles at least. Would I don't even know what we'd swap out. Probably Eowyn. No. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Land reveal. Gandalf. Gandalf. There's the Gandalf supported the Eagles, and we're gonna mulligan this. We don't have staff. Woodsman's clearing lowers threat by 3 when clearing a location. I like that. Let's actually let's rewind. Pretend that we didn't do that. Let's see if we can grab 2 of these. Woodman's crab. Let's grab 3 of them. We're questing so much on like because we're not running as many of the side quest. Which I still think we run the side quest because like might as well, right? Actually, I don't think we need keep watch. So there's one of the 3 that we need to cut. We'll keep gather information, I think. I'm gonna cut out Thalion. I think we have 2 copies of Thalion we can cut. Did I already do that? There's 1. Alright, then we just had 1. That's fine. 1 more card to cut. Ranger spikes. I do like ranger spikes. Deal damage to. If unattached, ranger spikes or players do not make engagement checks against the attached enemy, and they get -2 threat. I think I like poison spikes more because once we go to that's just delaying the problem. Because once we go to stage 3, it's number of enemies in play, whereas poison stakes deal 2 damage to the attached enemy, so they just die eventually. What if we Let's try it with the Woodsman's Clearing. Did I have another side quest in here? It's Scout Ahead. Let's cut out Scout Ahead. We're shuffling the deck way too much for Scout Ahead to work. Okay. I like Poison Spikes. The problem with that is that Radagast never has resources, which he could. I mean, like, we could just, like, spend resources from Eowyn and Radagast. It just feels like we're so resource limited. I wonder if Horn of Gondor. After a character is destroyed, add a resource to the attached hero's resource pool. Take out Melinor's Flight. You don't like Melinor's Flight? That's what was killing everything in the staging area. The idea was to Descendant into the staging area for it with Melinor's Flight over and over and over again, so that they wouldn't attack. I guess we kind of have that with Gwahir's, or not Gwahir's Dead, the other one, Flight of the Eagles. I guess we can cut those out for Horn of Gondor. I get worried about all those enemies in the staging area, because the enemies come into the staging area faster than we can take them out, which I think is the main issue, actually. Now, if we had Gandalf, that could get us some real acceleration. If we're able to hit a Gandalf with whatever the eagle thing is, that would just be amazing. All right, let's try it. That's 6. Melinor, Wizard's Pipe, Gandalf, Woodsman's Clearing, Darren's Ruins, and the Giant Bear. Okay. I'm inclined to keep this. We have Darren's Ruins. I'm inclined to keep it. If it bites me in the butt, it bites me in the butt. That's fine. We'll draw into another Woodsman's Clearing. Okay. Then we'll get an enemy, which is the Fierce Vanguard. Alrighty. Let's play Darren's Ruins. We're going to draw a Eagles of the Misty Mountains and a Horn of Gondor. We'll discard a card to probably be the Giant Bear. We don't have a play here. Ooh, that's a little scary. It's fine. Could also go Woodsman's Clearing. I like Woodsman's Clearing. Yeah, let's cut out the bear. We don't have the staff to play it, so we'll do that. Spend 1 from Eowyn to add a Horn of... I don't need to add a Horn of Gondor right now. I'm not playing an ally, so I don't need to put Horn of Gondor onto the table. Might as well just float the resource and have it. Let's use 1 from... No, let's use 1 from Radagast to play the Wizard's Pipe. I could play Melinor, because I can use the resource here. I don't think I want to. We will use Wizard's Pipe to swap a Horn of Gondor with a Vassal of the Windlord. Alrighty. That's kind of cool. I think next turn we'll drop a Eagles of the Misty Mountain. Now we'll go ahead and spend 1 to play a Vassal of the Windlord here. So Radagast can quest. He can also be our defender. Grimborn can take out here if we want. Yeah. But this just gets us so that we don't have to exhaust. So we're showing 4. Let's go 2, 6. And that's as much as we can do. Flip into a 3. Of course we are. It's a goblin troop. Yikes. Alrighty, we'll go 1. We'll add 1 here. Okay. Yeah, I like, because now we're gonna progress to the next stage like immediately. Huh. All right, let's engage here. We will give +2. We will defend with Grim. No, we'll defend with We'll defend with Grimborn. Now we'll defend with Radagast. It's gonna be 4. Return the enemy to the staging area, and that's gonna progress us immediately. I'm gonna scoop. We're gonna try it. You could put in Bjorning Skin Changer. Wonder what that is. Yeah. At the end of turn 1, we're already on 2B. That's too fast for me. I can't. Bjorn character is declared as an attacker or defender. And then he gets -2 attack and -2 defense until the end of the phase. That could be nice. Bjorn's Rage. Choose a Bjorning ally with a printed cost of 3 or more in your hand. Discard the skin changer to put that ally into play. I like it. I think I like the other cards in my deck more though. Okay, so if we have Bjorn's Rage, what are we cutting out? Cut out Long Defeat. And a Messenger Raven. Alrighty. 8th time's the charm. This is probably going to be it for me. I can just tell I'm getting tired. Okay. 28. I'm trying to think why, like, I don't know. Like, what is Radagast just not the right hero for this, or Eagle's too slow? But it feels like it's really fast. It covers multiple of the bases that you need. You need questing power, you need defense, and you need attack. Like a lot at the very beginning. Yeah. I don't know why. I always feel like I have the hardest times on the quests that are rated really low in terms of challenge. Alrighty. Got 6. Give us the staff. Misty Mountain support. No staff. Maybe the deck is just too expensive and it's too reliant on Radagast staff, and if we don't get the staff, then we lose. And that's just not a good deck at that point. I don't know how I would build a deck much differently, which may make, I don't know. It feels like Radagast would be really good for a quest that is longer than this one. Maybe that's what it is. Because I feel like Radagast is decent. It's just, it feels like he just can't. I just don't have enough time to get him to where he needs to be. Got 7 cards total. Descendant, Golden Shield, Gwahir, Woodsman's, Eagles. Hey, there's the staff. Let's go. Gwahir's dead. Alrighty. There is hope after all. Discard until we get a enemy. Of course, it's the troop. It also feels brutal that... Is there one or two troops in the deck, but you shuffle the discard pile into the deck, and that just seems crazy. Alright, cool. What are we doing? We cannot play the staff and an ally this round. Okay. We cannot play an ally this round. Alrighty. So let's... We just hang on to our resources? We might as well, right? I think we're going to... We're showing 5. That's the other thing. The Goblin Troop's brutal. The Goblin Troop is such a high attack, such a high defense, so much health. Just absolutely decimates, but he also has 3 threat. So you start with 5 threat before you flip a card. So you're guaranteed to put one there pretty much. Okay. I think we just hang on to our resources and see what happens. Alright, let's quest for 6. Showing 5. Doomed 1. Put X progress here. Alright, we will engage here. We will defend the attack of 5 to 3. Exhaust a character you control. I don't have an unexhausted character. We'll take 2 damage. We'll spend a resource to ready and attack here and deal 1 damage. Then we will raise our threat by 3. Oh wait, actually we don't have to do that, do we? Because this attacks for 10. For some reason I thought it was just 9. So we're not gonna do that, but we will raise our threat by 3 to take out the Goblin Troop. Place of progress here. And Éowyn is done for the game. Alright, let's stand up. Increase our threat to 33. That's too high. Got another Gwahir's Debt. So let's see if we can hit a Gandalf. That would be big. Okay. Spend 2 from Radagast to play Staff. We can exhaust the Staff to go 2, 4, 5 to play Gwahir. Then we're going to spend 1 to play Gwahir's Debt. Search top 5. We got Woodsman's Clearing, Giant Bear, Melanor, Eagles of the Misty Mountains, and a Radagast Staff. I think we want Melanor, right? Yeah. Not a Gandalf, unfortunately. That's fine. I've also been really bad with hitting the triggers for my Eagles. Like I just played both of those Eagles and didn't get the ability at all. Okay. It's going to be it from me. We're showing 2. Request for 2, 6. And we'll flip into a Doomed 1. Each player must choose to either raise their threat by 1 or reveal another encounter card. We'll reveal another encounter card, which will be a Fierce Vanguard. Okay. Okay. So we quest successfully. We will engage. We'll give it +2. Radagast will defend for 3. It's attacking for 4. No shadow. It seems for you the setup reads discard until you get a yeah, right? And then we'll swing back to take it out. We'll place 1 progress here. We have 1 more round until we move on. Melanor pops back to our hand. Stand up. Draw into a Horn of Gondor. Pass out some money. Let's Radagast Staff 1/2 to play Eagles of the Misty Mountains. I think we're gonna just hang out here for a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. We could play the Debt, but I think I want a enemy or a location or something before I play Gwahir's Debt again. We're showing 2. Let's go 6 here. I'm gonna flip into a Dune 1, place X progress, where X is the stage number of the main quest. We'll go up to 35 and we will immediately progress, which will get us another Goblin Troop. If it's another Goblin Troop, I'm flipping this table. Now we only place progress when they attack. Alright, we got a Stray Goblin. Actually, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Because we don't engage it. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. End of the round, we'll go up to 36 threat. Oh my gosh. We will draw into a Descendant. We need 1 here. Pass out money. Okay. Let's use our staff and 2 resources here to play Descendant. We'll deal 2 damage here. The Eagles are coming. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Horn of Gondor onto Grimborn the Old. Okay. We'll quest for 6. We're showing 3. We'll flip into a Slope of Gunnabad. Place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault, or reveal an additional encounter card. We'll reveal an additional encounter card, which is a pack of wargs. Alrighty. We quested for 6. We're showing 9, so we increase 1, 2, 3, and we place a progress. Of course we do. I should have thought about that. I don't know why I should not have done that. That was dumb. That's on me. That is on me. Shoot. That was dumb. Alright. We'll travel here. I'm not going to engage the wargs. I want to see if I can actually take this guy out before I engage those wargs. I also want another enemy in the staging area before I do. Alrighty, let's see if we can find a Gandalf. I think that's our only hope right now, right? There's a messenger raven. That's all money. What we need... Oh, we have Woodsman's Clearing. Let's throw Woodsman's Clearing up there. Yeah, Woodsman's Clearing is good. Let's go Radagast Staff and 1 to play Melanor to throw 2 threat or 2 progress here. We're showing 5, 7. We're at 40, so we have to clear here. Actually, before we play Melanor, let's spend 1 to play Gwahir's Debt and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, there's no Gandalf. We'll take Vassal of the Winglord. But if I had seen a Melanor, I would have been able. Do not get. Oh, I did get. Did I kill 2? Good call. Thanks. Now we'll do that. And put Melanor out. We could actually take the wargs. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're at 5-7. Let's quest for 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. Flip into a Warg Rider, which is just enough to clear it. Sweet. After a Warg Rider is dealt a shadow card with no effect, either return it to the staging area or place 1 progress. Okay. So that's showing 7, 8, 10. So we place 2. Woodsman clearing triggers. We reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3. Okay. We will engage here. We will defend with Vassal of the Windlord. No, we'll defend with Descendant of Thronidor. We have 4. It's +1. So it takes out Descendant, which will deal 2 damage here. And we're going to tuck Descendant under Eagles. We place a progress because it attacked. This guy dies. So we place a progress here. Then Horn of Gondor triggers. We get 1 there. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the Warg Rider out. And place a 4th progress here. So 1 more progress. And he starts attacking us. Cannot leave the staging area. He's considered to be engaged with all players. Okay, cool. But we attacked for 3, 5, which can take him out, and we don't have to trigger Vassal. Okay. Let's stand up. I'm going to draw into a Winged Guardian. Increase our threat to 38. Pass out some money. We've got a Radagast Staff. 2, 3, 4 to play Descendant to go 2 damage here. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, I don't care about the Golden Shield right now. I don't actually think the Golden Shield probably should be in here. We can chump block the Wargs if we want, just to power up the Eagles. Because I think the Eagles are going to be our answer to here. If we take out the Wargs this round, we miss the stage where he would attack us. So we don't progress to stage 3 this round. We would do it next round. But once we take this out, we would have 5 progress here, leaving him open to an attack. Because he would be considered engaged with us at that point, after the enemy's attack. We could win this round. Okay, hold on. Kind of wish I had Eowyn still. So, okay, so the route here, we only have to do 9 damage to him. This is actually, for some reason, I thought it was a lot bigger. I just hadn't looked at him. But yeah, so we have to do, the Vassal comes back to my hand. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll play him again. Yeah, we only have to do 9 damage. Or if we take out the Warg, we only have to do 7 damage. The Vassal of the Windlord chump blocks. Actually, no. We'll probably chump block with Melanie or somebody. We can stuff that under the Eagles. That becomes a 4. I think it actually, like, I don't even know if we need to quest this round. Well, for that much, right? We're showing 6. I think we quest for 6. No, because if we don't quest successfully, then we get another enemy, and that makes it a little bit harder. But they wouldn't be engaged. We'd still only have to do 9 damage. So this is 3, 7, 9. Yeah, okay. I think we just don't quest successfully. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. I'm going to have spent the resource from Grimborn to play Descendants instead of Radagast, and then Radagast will play the Messenger Raven. We will quest for 4, 6, 7. We're showing 6. I'm going to flip into a Hilltop Battlements. While it's in the staging area, each non-unique enemy gets -5 engagement cost. That's fine. So we are showing 9. So we raise 1, 2. We place our progress here. We'll go ahead and travel here. This will engage. We will defend with Melanor. It's going to be 4 plus a lot. So that's going to take Melanor out. We're going to tuck that under Eagles. We'll place 2 progress here. We'll place a progress here. So that goes to 8. And we'll move on. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and discard until X enemies. And then at the end of the round, place 1 progress on the Goblin's Assault for each enemy in play. I didn't quite think about the fact that I need to take out the wargs. I think I'm still good. So we just need to go 3 and 3. We may be just a little short, but I think that'll still be fine. Okay, so we got a Fierce Vanguard. Okay. It is our attack phase. We're gonna attack with Vassal and Gua here to do 6 here. We'll take this out. Did it get a shadow effect? I don't think it did. No, it got the plus incredible attack. Insane attack. Okay, yeah. So that's still here with 2 damage. We take that out. That gives me my 5th counter here. Oh, I don't move on until the end of the round. Dang it. Okay, well. Let's just say that I would have quested successfully then. Because I would have not done that. Why does that say I don't move on until the end of the round? It is at the end of the round. Dang it. That would have actually changed a lot of plays, but that's fine. Oh well. I'm just going to reduce my threat by 1, 2, 3. And just say that I committed everyone to the quest. Okay. Stand up. Increase our threat to 38. I need another resource here because of my chump block. Draw into a Darren's Ruins. Let's pass out money. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't move, but I can still attack them. Yeah. So this is 4, 7, 9. That's game. Yeah, okay. I don't move on, but I can still attack because he's still considered engaged. He has 4 defense. I have to deal 9 damage. Yeah. Okay. Also, I whenever he attacked, I never did his ability. So I don't know. I don't think he attacked this round, and so we'll just chalk that up to an asterisk. But I don't know why that quest was so brutal. Because I think it was rated only like a 5 out of 10. But those mid tier quests are apparently my bane. Those are typically when I try and do something fun with the deck, so maybe that's it. But there you go. Interesting. So yeah, I guess like you don't even have to go to stage 3B to win. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go to stage 3B to win. That's kind of interesting. That's just that's an interesting. It feels very Dream Chaser. Why does he have to make an attack? I don't think he does. Because we've passed the enemy attack phase. I attacked to place the 5th resource, and we've already passed that phase. It would be like playing something that would have him engage after the enemy's attack phase. I don't think he makes an attack. I think he would have if there were 5 resources on there before I took the attack from the first enemy. But I took the attack from the wargs. There are 4 resources. I attacked and destroyed the wargs. So we're past the enemy attack phase. I've attacked, take them out. That places the 5th resource. He's now immediately considered engaged with me, and I can attack him there. No, I still. Oh shoot! He can't. Ugh. I think I hate this quest. I think I hate this quest. Alrighty, let's. Jeez. Okay. 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 Let's continue on then. Okay, we're gonna raise our threat back up. No, we're not. We're not because that's what I would have done. Okay. We passed out money. Let's play Darren's Ruins. Got Melanor and a Loyal Hound. Spend 2 to play Vassal. Okay. We are showing 4 in the staging area. We're at 38 threat. I think I just don't quest, right? I quest for 4. I'm gonna show stupid. All right, both of these guys engage me. Exhaust the character controller. Place a progress on Goblin's Assault. Place a progress here on Goblin's Assault. We'll place a progress on Goblin's Assault here. We got some attacks coming in. We will defend with Winged Guardian against Urdag. So he's going to discard. He's going to get 5. No shadow effect. The Winged Guardian will tuck under here. We'll get a resource from Grimborn. We will defend We'll defend here for 2. He gets +2 attack. So that's a total of 4. We take 1 damage. We'll spend a resource and stand up and take him out. Then we've got this attack of 3. Vassal of the Windlord is discarded. He's actually under here. Got the attack of 3. We'll no, we're not going to defend with Eagles. We will defend with Radagast. Gets +3, so that kills Radagast. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Radagast is dead. We deal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Okay. That ends it. Okay. Yeah, I am not a fan of this quest. I don't like this quest at all. Um, I I think it could be more interesting, with more players. But like, I that was, yeah. I don't know. This one wasn't for me, which is fine. Alrighty, cool. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna open Mountain of Fire right now. I don't have that in me. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Next week will be a little bit shorter of a week for us because I'm going to Con of Heroes. I think I'll probably do Marvel Champions and then maybe Ashes or Final Girl on Wednesday, and then we won't have a Friday stream. So we'll start out when we get back from Con of Heroes with a unboxing of Mountain of Fire directly into deck build. Sweet. Cool. Thanks all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Peace.